Hey, welcome back. It's nice to see you back in the chess room. And today I'm going to be taking on a player called Omar Alejandro Riviera Perez. Sounds very exotic, so I'm assuming this guy comes from South America. It sounds like a South American name to me. Anyway, going to kick right into the game. So he kicks off with his pawn to e4. I respond with mine to e5. And then he brings his knight out to f3. So immediate intentions is to grab hold of the centre of the board. So I respond, bring my knight out to f6. And let's see what happens from there. This guy, by the way, is okay. He takes my pawn. Let's try and push him back with my pawn moving to d6. So hopefully I can push that knight back, and then I can get on with taking his pawn, sitting on e4. This guy, by the way, is ranked well over 400 points higher than me. So I've probably got my work cut out. So anyway, I take his pawn, his knight comes down, which now pins my knight sitting in front of the king. So what to do from here? But certainly it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. I'm expecting this guy to be pretty good. I'm already having to think about what move to do next. Okay, so I move my queen out to protect my king. He then responds with his pawn to d4. So at this point I'm looking to unleash the bishop on his knight. In two minds, do I push the pawn on, or do I look to attack his knight? Can't make my mind up. That's what these better players make you do, because you know if you make the wrong decision, sometimes with the lesser players you can make a mistake and you probably get another 2-3 chances. With the better players, sometimes one mistake can cost you the whole game. Anyway, he moves his bishop out to d2. So he's trying to entice my knight to take that bishop. Not too bad. Let's threaten that. Let's threaten his knight with my bishop to g4, and see what he responds with from there. Okay, brings the other knight out, so now my knight is under attack from two sources. His knight now sitting on c3. Right, okay. So let's bring my knight out to c6. And he'll probably... Okay, so he's taken the knight with his queen. I've got no choice but to get rid of his queen, put his king in check, and there goes my queen. So at this point, right, get rid of that knight, and now I've got two of his pawns sitting on one line. Normally, as I've said previously, normally that can sometimes be an advantage to you, but sometimes it just it depends on the player. So a castle. Just before that, he brought his other pawn down to c3. I've castled anyway. So his bishop comes now down to d3, and I'm happy with the fact that I've managed to disturb his defence a little bit. Let's threaten that knight. See where he goes. See where he goes from there. My bishop's sitting on e7. It's covering those two channels, so he's backed up. He's backed up for now. So he's gone back to g3. What do I want to do? Considering pushing that pawn up to g5 because it would be covered by my bishop sitting on e7, but nah, just push it one step forward. Okay, he castles. So now, as far as it's concerned, he's got his king pretty safe, and probably is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just realised I'm actually power piece down. I didn't realise when that happened. I'm actually a power piece down, so I've got 4 power pieces. He's got 5. He now advances that pawn to f4, and although he's got 2 pawns on the same line, I would have to say he's still looking pretty strong. He obviously wants me to go for that knight, his knight sitting on g3, because then that enables all his pawns to, once he takes the bishop, enables his pawns to all have their own lines. I've had to go for it anyway. He advances his pawn to f5, so okay. That's gone. Let's push the knight up. Okay, he's taken the knight, so let's get rid of that bishop. Bishop's gone. And okay, he advances his pawn now to f6. So really, what he's trying to do is trying to lock my king, trying to lock him in. And he's got that pawn. Okay, the 2 rooks are facing off. He's got that bishop sitting poised on d2. Bishops are facing off. Do I want to take it? Do I not? I didn't even realise when I went a power piece down. That's ridiculous. I cannot realise that. Anyway, right, get rid. No. Still deciding what to do. Do I move the pawn? Do I get rid of his rook? I think I'll go with the pawn. So push the pawn to c6. Okay, he advances his other pawn to g4. Might push my other pawn onto b5. So I've got a little bit of pawn support there. He pushes his other pawn down to g5. So now he's really proper trying to lock my king in. Let's get my king moving. Move my king to f8 and get rid of his rook. Takes that. So probably the best thing to do from here is to face off with his rook. Because if I don't, I know what he'll do. He'll bring his rook down and sit him on e7, and knowing that my king can't take it, and then he'll just go around and clean up. So let's face off and see what I can do from here. Okay, he takes my rook, get rid of him. Right, now I've got to get the king into the centre, but also getting my pawn out of the way, so I'm going to get my king to d7. Oh, I've moved the pawn. I should have moved the king. I should have moved the king. I've just wasted a move. Oh my gosh. His king's rushed down to the middle now. I've pretty much given him the centre of the board. It's going to be difficult for me now. Push the pawn on to a5. I wasted a move there. I should have moved my king instead of the pawn, and then I could have held that position, even though he's still at an advantage above me because he's still got 1 power piece, while as I haven't. Take that pawn to b3. He takes my pawn. I'm looking at it now. Not really anywhere to go. Push my pawn on. He'll definitely kill that. I'm going to have to kill that. Oh, and he's locked it off now with his bishop. So this is pretty much a losing battle. This is pretty much a losing battle. Let's move the king to d6. Okay, and he advances his other pawn to c4. nowhere really to go, is there? There's nowhere really to go. I can't stand resigning, but it's looking like that's where it's going. Move my king back to e6. Okay, brings his pawn down, puts me in check. Let's get rid of that pawn. I'm going to be back in check. I know what's going to happen. Move to d6 and he's going to be in check. I'm just going to have to keep backing up. There, I'm in check. I'm going to have to keep backing up. There's no point. No point. Honestly, game's over. It's absolutely done. Fighting a losing battle here. It's all over. It's all over. Done. Might as well resign. Can't stand it. Hate resigning. Makes me so mad. I didn't even realise I lost that extra piece. How thick was that? Right. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to play him again and do myself a bit of justice, even though he's a much higher ranked player than me. Well, there you go. Can't win them all. See you soon.